Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about your assignment where you are colorizing a photo using GIMP. So the first thing you're going to want to do is find the GIMP program on your desktop, and you're going to open that up. The next thing you're going to want to do is you are going to want to search Google and find 4 photos. You're going to end up with 4. So I'm going to start by just looking for flowers. I'm going to go to Images, and let's see. I like these. I'm going to pick this one. I'm going to click on it again so that I get to the actual image. I'm going to use my snip and sketch, and I am going to snip this picture. Then I'm going to save it in my ID number under TA. And so then I'm going to go back, after I've got my 4 pictures, I'm going to go back to GIMP and I'm going to open my first file. So let's go to my ID number, and this one was saved as a screenshot, and there it is. So now I've got my first picture open in GIMP, and I am going to first make sure that my layers window is open. So I'm going to go up to Windows and Dockable Dialogues and click on Layers. And I want you to look at the screen on the lower right side, and you'll see that it flashed right here that it is open already. So I am set to get that done. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, you can see I've got my screen right here, or my picture right there. I'm going to right click on it, and I want to add an alpha channel. So here's where it says add an alpha channel. You can see that it's grayed out because it's actually already an alpha channel. If yours is not, you'll click on it to make sure that this is your alpha channel. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on the layers again, and I am going to duplicate my layer. So I'm going to look for where it says duplicate layer right here, and now you can see I've got 2 of these up. So I've got my alpha channel, which is my background, is still selected. And I've got this other layer of the same picture. So basically I have this picture twice. 2 pictures on top of each other. So I am going to go up to my toolbar up here, and I'm going to click Colors. And then I'm going to find the word desaturate. Saturate means it's got a lot of it, and in this case, we're talking about the colors of the picture. So desaturate takes away my colors. So I'm going to find desaturate, and I'm going to click on that. Comes up with a little dialog box. It's already black and white, so I'm just going to click OK. And once I have desaturated my colors, I am going to bring the colors back where I want the colors using my eraser tool. So right up here I'm going to look at my tools, and I can hold up my cursor to see which it is, and there's my eraser tool, so I'm going to click on it. So I've got several different things that I can change on here. Here is the size, and currently what I'm using is my brush. But if I look over on the other side, I can see that I can do it in a star, or circle patterns, or line patterns, all sorts of different things. If I pull my cursor over here, I can kind of see what it's going to look like. And we've even got things such as stars. So then I can make different sizes. So I'm just going to show you. So there's a star that I have erased off the black and white, and I'm now seeing the color from underneath. I can click here and I can make it really big, or I can make it really small, Yeah, that's so small you can't even see it. Let's see if we can, you can see it a little bit when it's red. So we're going to have to clearly make it a little bigger. There we go. I am going to go back and use the brush though. And what I'm going to do is I am going to erase the color only where I want it. You can see I'm kind of overdoing it on some of these. So one of the things that might help me do a little better is I can zoom in to help make it better. So I need to select my, and wow, that looks really big now. So I'm going to make it a little smaller. And this should help me get just what I want colored. However, with all my playing around, my picture looks a little bit of a mess. So one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to undo what I have done so that I can make it look better. So I'm going to go up to Edit, and I'm going to undo eraser. You can see I can also use the keyboard function Control-Z. So I'm going to click on Undo, and you can see that pink one turned right away. And I'm going to hit Control-Z to get rid of all of my other crazy colors so that now I can go back. I'm going to zoom in first. Whoops, I'm on zoom out. I need to zoom in. And then I'm going to hit my eraser. And I am going to just undo the color on just a couple of these. Some of these spots I might want to change the size of my eraser so I can get into some of these nooks and crannies. But you can see the color on these flowers really stands out nice now that everything else is black and white. So once I finish, that little spot's going to be hard. So I'm going to change my size. Well, not quite that small. We know how tiny that is. That I can get just that one little spot. All right, so once you are done with your first picture, you are going to need to click File, and we are going to, Export As. So, down here, I'm going to select my file type, and I'm going to scroll down till I see the JPEG image. JPEGs are our standard colorizations. So now I'm going to change my name. Whoops, wait a minute. There we go. I'm going to change the name, and in my instructions, I can see that my names are supposed to be colorized 1, colorized 2, colorized 3, and colorized 4. So you can see right here, I already have a colorized 1. So I'm going to make this colorized 2, and then I'm going to export it. Oh, sorry, I need to select my folder. So first off, I'm going to choose my ID number. I'm going to go to my TA folder, and then I'm going to export it so it goes into the right folder. And I have a little pop-up here giving me some information on quality and stuff, and I'm just going to go ahead and select Export. So following my directions on Canvas, once I have colorized and exported all 4 of my photos, I'm going to need to open a Google Doc and type my name at the top of the page. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull over this. I'm going to click on my waffle and go to Google Docs. I'm going to start a new one. And it says type my name. So I'm going to type my name. Then I'm going to click Insert Image. I'm going to upload this from the computer. And Colorize 2 is the one I just did, so I'm going to click on that. Because I'm already in my student ID number, I'm already in my TA folder, and so I'm going to click Open. So there is my first one. I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm going to open up my next one. You guys are going to have to insert all 4 of your colorized photos. There's my first one. So, once you have inserted all 4 of your colorized photos, you're going to want to click on the photos, and you're going to want to resize them to make sure that all 4 of them will fit on one page. You can also change how they are so that they fit better to wherever you want them. Oop, that one's still a little big for us to do that. So going back to my directions, I am on number 17. I opened my Google Docs. I put my name at the top of the page. I inserted my files. You will need to do all 4. So then I'm going to click on File Page Setup. So I'm going to go to File Page Setup. And I am going to change my margins to 0.25 and click OK so that my pictures, that's going to help me with all of my margins so tiny. That is going to help me get all of my pictures onto one page. And you can see that now I need to adjust my pictures to fit nicely. So all 4 pictures will fit on one page. I need to name this Colorized with my name. So Colorized. Oops. And I'm going to put this in my class folder, of course. So I'm going to move it to my class folder so that it is in the correct file. And then I'm going to submit that on Canvas using the Google Drive.